Welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm going to talk to you guys about my future plans for my F-250 back there. I have a vision for this truck and I really want to make it happen, and there's a lot of things that I want to do to it. I kind of want to slightly restore it, bring it back to its former glory. It's pretty clean as is right now, but there's a lot of different little areas that need attention. So quick backstory, I purchased this truck about a year and a half ago, something like that. I got a really good deal on it because the guy that was selling it was buying a house, so he wanted to get rid of it real quick. And those are the best deals that you want to find. So when I got the truck, it was pretty clean. It was definitely grandpa'd out. If you've seen the proposal, it had the baby maker blanket on the bench seat.
Use this. It has special powers. Oh.
Which was a little unnerving. The truck is stock, completely stock. Bone stock, actually. The engine is all stock. There's nothing done to it. There's no tuners. I believe the only thing that's done to it is it's had a rebuilt transmission, which is good. Or a new transmission. I don't know what happened. I've always been the kind of person who's function over form. So I usually like to do everything performance-wise to a vehicle before I do anything to the looks. So for this, we're just going to start out doing some maintenance items. I just had the brake rotors and pads replaced. I need to do both ball joints. I think it's the tie rod or the steering rack. One of those two needs to be replaced. I'm going to change all the fluids. It doesn't need an oil change. I did that a while ago. So we're going to do transmission, front and rear differentials. That's actually it. So for the upgrades that I want to do to it, we'll start performance-wise. So I'm only going to do an intake and a full turbo back exhaust. This truck right now is straight piped, as in it's straight piped from where the cat was back. So it's essentially a cat pack, but it still has the super restrictive downpipe that these trucks come with stock. So it gives it more power, lowers the EGTs, and you get better gas mileage, which is crazy, but we're going to do it. After that, we'll probably move to the cosmetic things. Now, I'm not really one for big lifts and huge monster wheels and tires. You know what they say about guys with lifted trucks, ladies. So I'm going to be getting some new wheels and tires. That's actually in the works right now. I have a set picked out. I'm still working on tires. That'll probably be in the next video. I'll show you guys the new wheel and tire setup that I got. Exterior wise, there's a ton of stuff that I'd like to do. So in no particular order, I'm going to go ahead and list everything that needs to be done to this truck.
Here we go!
Wheels, tires, ball joints, steering rack, headlights, taillights, reverse lights, leaf springs, struts, Dana 60 front end, rust, and rust. Newer model mirrors, rear fuel tank leaking, windshield visor, rhino line the bed, remove all the chrome pieces on the truck and look for more rust, windshield, and I'm sure I'm forgetting other things. Those are the things, that's a lot of the stuff that I'd like to do. Like I said, there's more things that I'd like to do that I can't think of right now, but that's just a short little list. As I've said in my previous videos, I love this truck. This truck is amazing. The exhaust actually sounds pretty decent right now. But I would like to get a full either 3 or 4 inch turbo back. Getting the downpipe done is going to be a little challenging because you need to make some modifications to the inside of the transmission tunnel. But there's videos all over online that'll help me. Now I know that there's a lot of you guys out there that are wondering why I haven't mentioned one major thing that I should upgrade, and that is being the performance. So with these trucks, the 7.3s really aren't that powerful. I know I'm gonna upset a lot of you guys out there that own 7.3s, but it's just true. They're not fast, but they get the job done and they stay reliable if you leave them stock. So I'm not gonna do anything to the engine on this truck at all, besides the intake and the downpipe. Those are basically called breather mods, and it just, like the name implies, it makes the car, or it allows the truck to breathe easier. With turbo trucks, the more airflow you can get, basically all you need is air and fuel. That's it. And you can make more power. But like I said, the 7.3s don't make much power. And I don't really need a lot of power in this truck. There's no reason to have it. I'm just going to leave it how it is because it does a great job. It pulls anything I need to. And it gets good gas mileage. So there's no reason in messing any of that up. Overall, I'd just like to improve the quality of life of this truck. I want to kind of restore it so it looks better. There's a couple of imperfections in the paint. With this being, what, a 23-year-old truck, it's obviously you're going to find stuff that's either rusted out or broken. But I want to make this a solid quality truck that'll get compliments from most anybody. I want it to be comfortable. Another thing that I'd like to do is a reverse shackle kit that CP Addict sells. It swaps basically the suspension shackles around so it's more comfortable. So another thing that's really great about this truck is the interior is pretty much spotless. It has this carpet on the dash that has really helped preserve the dash so it hasn't cracked or anything. Pretty much everything in here works except for the power doors or the power locks. Not quite sure why. There's some kind of fuse issue that's going on. Every time you plug the fuse into the fuse panel for the door locks, the radio tells you to check the wiring. So if you guys know anything about that or know how to fix it, please let me know, because it would be nice to have door locks, but this is a two-door truck, so it's really not that big of a deal. Other than that, everything in the interior works. The interior is really clean. Not really right now, but the previous owners of this truck took really good care of it, so it kind of shows. There's only this little slight tear in the seat. All the seats are clean. All the door panels are clean. The headliner, it's not even ripped. It's super clean. The interior in this truck is really just a great place to be in. And I made it that much better with a sound system. It's got this big old thumpy boy back here that does work. There are a few different things that you need to monitor on these trucks, like the EGTs, the boost, trans temp, with this being an automatic transmission. There's a couple different things that you want to monitor, and I'd like to get gauges to show all that. The bed of the truck is actually in really good shape. I think the previous owner hauled horse trailers around because there's a fifth wheel bracket system back here that I just haven't touched. It kind of doubles as a really good tie down location for some things, so I haven't touched that. I want to do a bed liner so it keeps it clean and fresh. This bed is really in great condition for the year of the truck, so I want to preserve that. These chrome things that are on the bed I would kind of want to get rid of. It kind of has like a classic look to it, but I don't know how much I like it. The toolbox is going to stay. I didn't like it at first, but man, it is a life changer. It carries so much stuff in there. It has helped me so many times. It has all my emergency stuff in there. It has some tools, obviously, because it's a toolkit or a toolbox. So my use for this truck is going to be mostly just a daily driver for now. It's also going to include the occasional off-road. I like to go explore. I live here in Utah, so we're surrounded by these awesome mountains and canyons, so there's so many dirt roads to go and explore. So I'm going to get a little more aggressive dirt tires to go out and play. I also occasionally tow with this truck. It's mostly car stuff that I get from the auction, or family members or friends' vehicles. But yeah, I hope you guys like this short little video. I'm going to get started on working on the truck and improving it and making upgrades to it so you guys can enjoy that. and let me know if you guys have any questions or you want to see something in particular. But I guess just stay tuned and hang on for the ride so you can see everything that's done to this truck. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.